What's up, I'm Laz.
I'm Matt.
We're in While She Sleeps.
I'm in Rock Sound.
So am I. But I don't know, like, with You Are We, the album that we put out, that was really the turning point for me, when I was like, people care about this fucking band, so I've got to sort my life out and stop drinking and look after my voice so I can still keep doing it. But like, the support we got through that pledge campaign was mental, and like, that was the time for me when I was like, yeah, people still care about this. Going through throat surgeries and stuff like that, it would have been so easy for everyone to drop off and us go off the boil, and you know, click of a button now on the internet, you can find a new band that you like. So when we released that, it was just so good. People like getting behind it, supporting it, loving the packages that we put together.
They are the coolest fans. I have this realization quite a lot, where I'm like, in the least like dictate. Not that I don't know the right words to describe what it is, but they're exactly what I wanted a Sleeps fan to be. They're like
chill,
chill,
friendly people. You know,
they know it's fine to come and have a chat. It's not. They don't want to stare at you and not talk to you. They want to have a normal conversation. They're chill people. They're exactly like you want to hope that the way you project yourself is what gets put back.
I think the album for us, like, it helped us relax a bit more in the studio, push a few boundaries that we'd never touched before. And I think like every time we've gone through an album, it's always scary to sort of step out of that and be like, I hope our fans love this as much as we do. But then you've got to write for yourself as well. So that whole experience was really good. Yeah, we love the record. It's got some really good songs, like really strong songs on it that we love playing live as well.
Coming back round to it, like you get the payoff of all the hard work when you're making the record, and all the bit that's like the most grueling when like the back end of making a record is like a nightmare. Always is, just because you're exhausted. You've been through the writing process, then you're in the recording process. Also, we're slow as fuck. It takes so long. By the end of it, you're just like, this better be worth it. And then
we all nearly died recording it.
Yeah, almost every time.
Everyone was in hospital.
Yeah.
That just always seems to be the case with us, though.
Yeah,
something
does,
always go wrong. So.
And then it kind of like,
and it finally comes
in
around.
March. Like in March, it'll be a year, and it's now when you're like, there we go. I can take my in-ears out, and I'm like, all these fucking people are singing it. And I'm like, a year ago, that was just us stressing out in the warehouse about, oh, should I sing in this register? Oh, I don't know. Like, and now you're like, this is what it was for. It's for this fucking amazing moment. And yeah, so it's the best point in releasing a record, getting away from it and going, it's yours now, not mine to freak out about.
It's I just always say it's like doing a painting behind closed doors and then just taking it out and seeing what everyone thinks. It's like you never know what the reaction is.
Judge it quickly. Tell me how you feel it immediately.
Judge it in a day. It's only took us 6 months, you know. But
this bit means this. They're like, well, I didn't see that. I thought it was shit when I first saw it.
I think it's a bit bold. It's a bit brave, but it also I think works nicely with other things that we've put out. I don't think it's too dissimilar riff wise to other things, but it also has a new flair to it. But I think that's what we've always wanted to do, is not release another album that sounds like the last album, because bands do that quite a lot and it gets really boring. I
have like a hope that we can bend our styles and not be confined to a genre, providing we never try and sound or mimic anything else, and we do what we have done from the beginning, which is sing in our actual voices and our actual accents. And just if we just do that, then kind of doesn't matter which box we sit in, because that's what Sleep sound like, hopefully. And
yeah, I think like the good thing about While She Sleeps is that no one else sounds like us. Yeah. Like from back in the day, being like into like the really early metalcore, like Unearth and Darkest Hour and stuff, and how that progressed. Nowadays, I think it's really easy for bands to just be put through the metalcore mill just, you know, mash a bit of pop with metal, and you've got a metalcore band. But I always stand by the fact that I don't think, because we use our own voices and because of Matt and Sean's riff styles and all that, no one else sounds like us, and I think that's mainly important. I
think it's the collection of not wanting to rip someone off, and all the five of us all being quite different in interest as well. Yeah. Like that, I think that helps. we just repeatedly cancelled on him for 2 years in a row. And then we're like, we're so sorry. We're so sorry again. If you give us the chance, we'll come and do it. So we did.
I said, cool.
Cool.
Let's do it this year.
I mean, you want the truth of how we're doing it, that's it. So cheers for sticking up.
It's an awesome festival. I think that, it's doing awesome things for UK music. I think it's quite a refreshing take on what a festival now can kind of seem kind of boring, and the fact that Slam Dunk is growing and moving to a bigger site and all the things that it's doing is really cool.
Always been batshit, to be fair.
It's quite close to our hometown, really, so it kind of feels like a hometown festival almost for us, so that's always good as well. To have like a Yorkshire crowd there that always are there supporting us. So.
Yeah, and it's at Temple Newsome, which we've never done a Slam Dunk outdoor before, but it being at Temple Newsome, that's my first ever festival experience. I went to Leeds Fest 2002, I think it's 2002. My first festival, I was 13. Guns N' Roses played when the riots happened with the toilets and everything, and that was my first festival experience. I used to go there to that place, Temple Newsome, quite a lot. So I'm kind of stoked to be going back there and playing there, where it all began.
Rocking out.
Tried my first ciggy. It was gross. We travel to loads of festivals all the time, and we'd probably say that the best ones are in Europe, aren't they?
Yeah.
And like you like Grows Rock and Year on Air and those ones that have this like amazing vibe to them, crazy lineups, just like super cool. And Slam Dunk's becoming that.
Yeah, that's what I think Slam Dunk's
you know?
doing well. Yeah, just being like on the ball with like new and up and coming bands as well as old legendary ones. And I think some of the other festivals kind of aren't as on the money with that.
And it's just got like a fresh feel to it. It doesn't feel like that like old school mentality, like, but who's going to be the headliner if we can't get fucking Saxon?
But yeah, we're super stoked. We're like we said,
that's the perfect band. I was trying to say, I'm like
Saxon.
Yeah.
So yeah, like we're super stoked about it, and yeah,
we are. It will be fucking sick.
For us as a group of dudes, like from being like 14 plus, just jamming in a rundown barn or a grandparents' garage or whatever, like it's always been that sort of pin that we wanted to put there to be like we got to that level of band, and I've been saying it at a few of the shows that we've been playing on this tour recently, and it's really nice to have not almost had the vision, but have felt like you would want to get to where we're at when we were younger, and to build a community of like-minded people that surround the band that all seem to feel very similar to what we do. And I think that whole thing is so special, and that's the sort of triumph for us. I think it's like a lot of people come to our shows on their own and they'll make friends out of our fan base, and they stay in contact and all that stuff. So that's like the community side of things has always been really important to me, and that's what it really feels like.
We hear that all the time with it, like people meeting and friends and bands and relationships and all these people that have met there. It's like,
so it's nice to get to Brixton and feel like that sort of family and that fan base and the sort of ethic that we've worked hard towards, and the community that we wanted to build feels like it's now solidifying and is only going to get stronger from this point. So
yeah, in like just a crazy way, it still just doesn't feel like it's our gig. It's so big, and like I look outside. I went outside earlier and I'm like, there's 2 fucking trucks outside, and then the bus, outside. And I'm like, oh, it must be someone else. Must be another band around the corner. And I'm like, no, that's the trucks. I'm like, still just finding that mad that many people. I also love this idea that when there's big shows that you'd go to, like in wherever you are, all the like public transport has other people on that public transport. So there's like the best part of 5,000 people today just coming into London, sleeps dudes, hopefully all giving each other a little nod when you see someone else with a sleep shirt on, or like when Slipknot played the other day, they're singing like Wait and Bleed on the tram back in Sheffield. And it's like a mosher tram, and I'm like,
it's so
just
cool.
Getting anywhere near that where I'm like, we've got all these people uniting and hopefully going to have this super fun time.
I just went to Oaxaca and I was literally having to dodge people.
Yeah.
And we're like, it's
Oaxaca.
lost, and I'm like, shit. I need to get back and not talk and warm up and all that shit. But
it's kind of like that becoming a real thing in ours, and that is that community thing. We've always wanted to make it this really like normal thing.
Like a nice friendly environment to come to a show, hopefully, as well. I mean, aside from like the mosh pits and stuff, but like, yeah, just the vibe of the show. I think people like are drawn to the While She Sleeps gig because of that, and that's
hopefully
that's
you go in the pit and you feel cool because the other people in the pit aren't being dickheads. You know what I mean, or you're like, if I go down, someone's gonna get me up, like pick me up, because that's the vibe. So yeah, it's mad. I can't believe we're here. We were here. My first ever Brixton experience was watching Thrice and Coed in Cambria, and me and Sean and Sav came to London. My dad drove us down in like fucking, it's got to be like 2003, 4.
Then we came to Brixton. In-store signing, Thrice signing as well.
Went to the in-store in FOP in Camden, and it was don't meet your heroes. They were so
drab.
They were so gutted to meet us, and we were so excited. We were fucking buzzing, and I remember like two of them not even looking up. Like
upsetting that.
I was gutted. Yeah, I don't want to meet Tim Armstrong from Rancid, because if he's not fucking nice to me, it's over. But yeah, Brixton goes a long way back, so yeah, good full circle. I'd say that I could probably go and have a beer with 90% of Sleeps fans and have a great time.
Yeah, definitely. And it's so nice. Like, even last night at the show in Amsterdam, we were on such a tight schedule to get here and set up for tonight's show, obviously, with it being like a big deal. So we had to just shoot after the show, and there were tons of people waiting outside to meet us, and I just put a little thing up online that says, sorry we couldn't like meet everybody. We'll be back soon, but we had to boost. And I got so many messages back being like, well, we waited, but please don't worry about it, have a great show. And it's just like, I think because we've always been really honest with our fan base and tried to be like, my voice is fucked, so this isn't going to happen, or we've got these problems.
Just tell it how it is and don't sugarcoat it.
I think that's what we're seeing reflected back at us now, is just the fan base of ours just being like super chill and like cool and supportive.
I've actually noticed it today. As soon as the show sold out and we posted about it, like I've just been bombarded like with like friends and fans, other bands, and people who are so happy about it because they feel like it's their journey too. I
feel like it's because they understand our work ethic, and I don't think it's necessarily been an easy ride for us to get to this point either. We've proper churned it out.
Them sticking with us, them being like, I've been coming for 5 years. I'm like, I've bought merch, I've supported it, I'm doing everything I can to get behind us, and then seeing us get somewhere where we're like, shit, this is a milestone. I think a lot of our fans are sitting back now and being like, we did that.
We helped get there, yeah.
Because they know it's this collective thing, and like one doesn't work without the other.